Now then, before we do anything rash, I think it's very important to make a great statue to honor Iota Squadron. A great eye will do. Make a great eye and be inspired by it. The legacy you live up to. Keep a watchful eye. If they try to invade our waters again, deal with them. And already done. See, that's inspiration for you. Next up, you can have food. Oh no, build a clinic.
In your veins runs iron made from the heart of a long-dead star. Such does the universe love life.
I've read something about that in Force philosophy and such. It's nicely poetic, but ultimately meaningless. Now, with biology done, what should we want? Biochemistry. Water refineries, yes, that might actually be a very good idea. A simple matter, but very valuable indeed. And you're... So restored, where shall we dig next? You know what? Go south, dig up those alien bones. Perhaps prehistoric life can tell us how we can kill these alien creatures for good. Tulane Bay is still starving. What fools. Perhaps they dedicate themselves a little bit too much to science. Shells? Maybe we can raise some clams out of that or something. For the people to eat in the bay.
एक और एक 11 होते हैं.
No, you're not getting it because you wouldn't give me proper health care. So you can go to heck. Yes,
I'm
go
open
away.
to the possibilities.
And you also betrayed me, so no, you're not getting that either. You don't help me, and I'll do less than help you.
Biochemistry on this world is like a good contract. It looks straightforward, but there are some real devils in the details.
Is that so? Cultural development. Brutal efficiency. I've certainly been described as such. Camp Thron, well done. You finish your little clinic. Begin on that Cyto nursery then. A little bit of food and extra medicine can't hurt. Collaborative thought. That seems a good way to go. Improve our scientific thinking once more. Ah, and you succeeded. That's lovely, I suppose. Better than the cold waste was before. How goes your energy stealing plans? Good, you're still moving forward with that. And well, these documents didn't offer us much, so let's deliver them finally. Oh, they are fighting the aliens. Well, I cannot really slight them for that. They are staying out of our territory, so That's agreeable, I suppose. Now that's false. I'm quite certain that I know what they are intending. A breakthrough at the newly constructed Neurolab. New headgear has been created based on the archaic meditation helmet. Not only can these devices be used to control drones, but it seems that with a little training, a single operator can control several drones at once. Multiple robots have been safely controlled by a single operator, moving in concert like extra limbs. True to their word, Gravitas has offered to cover the manufacturing costs for producing these new helmets. However, they'll need a new facility to do so. Of course they want something in return. Manufacturing improvement, well. I suppose we should work. They have been forthright so far. Pay for that. Return home. We need to shore up the defenses against another attack. They'll never take Ruffian Station so long as I live.
quand on comprend l'autre.
What do you have to want? No, I'm busy. Go away. My, quite an army they are fielding. Ah. A biowell improves our health, our medicine research. Yes, let's make a lot of those. And keep fighting these oncoming waves. They'll not get us. Yeah, we can sink that immediately. Hold on the fight. So, he makes the first move to break our blockade. Want war? They'll have war. Begin the siege. Show them the power of our navy. See, hot spawn, your greed is nothing against us. Greed to pump it in. We'll deal with the sickness and I'll lock my office tight this time. Excellent, and our ships have arrived. 2 wars on 2 fronts? We'll handle that easily.
I'm open to the possibilities.
Well, for now we need friends, so yes. You're not taking that city. Ready to make the drop with no complications. So a strange set of
Miracles are the divine, made manifest through man's work. God turned your warehouse into a cathedral to his glory through your unseeing eyes, unwilling hands, and unwitting craft.
Well, it looks impressive. I need to look up what it actually is. Let's see. Gaopun Yuan. Sleek tunnels, the color of sunlight through the glacier, stretch along the shallow seabed and spill into a spherical chamber. A gentle fragrance of incense drifts towards the halls beneath the sea. In a short rhythmic chant whispers through the walls. Here everything is tranquil. This is Gaopun Yuan, a temple complex offering all serene environment for contemplation and worship. Ah, now I understand. It is a temple. I do not understand why I would ever have given permission to temples. I despise such religion. The complex was originally intended as to provide industrial storage to the city above. Ah yes, that must be why. But once the construction was complete, all the lamps surrounding the complex were lit and the ice-smooth corridors scintillating with blue radiance. All who stood within grew quiet, chatter hushed. They stood transfixed in the ethereal beauty before them. The space was soon after converted into temples and meditative habitations, open to the public, attracting pilgrims seeking peace and spiritual restoration. Well, perhaps we can charge the Jedi for it or something, or teach them, convert them to the ways of the Sith and the Empire. A subaquatic atmosphere system was included in a redesign and installed in the central dome to extend beyond the perimeters of the complex. This system encased the area in a dome of crystal clear water. Ocean life, submarine vessels and visitors in pressurized suits traveling to and about the complex appear to gracefully glide through mid-air, flying inside the aura of the sacred place. Very impressive. But while we have pretty pictures you're describing, we still have a war to wage. Move on to the next city. Show them how much beauty there is in warfare. Oh, everyone is after Ravian Station, it seems. Let's hope Ravian Station survives. So they finally fight back.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
Well, in times like these, you need to pick up your allies where you can. And you have provided no problem so far, so let's cooperate at least. Excellent. The station flees their invasion range just in time. Continue the bombardment. Excellent, another city falls to us. I think this one will just sink off. In fact, I think this one we will also just sink off. They do nothing for us. Oh, you think to attack Diar's hold? How cute. But first... they dare come close is a grave insult. Water everywhere! Early reports from our xenogeologist indicate that our new water refinery is not operating at full capacity. Well then do something about it. Apparently, privately operated laboratories, unlicensed agricultural technicians, and even some indigenous alien species are regularly siphoning treated water. We can increase security measures at this and future water plants, or make water available to the public. Increase security. A careful balance of the city's resources needs to be regulated. We will manage the water as we would any other utility, to provide food for our colony. Excellent. You, I do not care what you built. You're gonna be sunk off in a few days. Your expedition team discovered the massive bones of the alien skeleton resonated with a strange energy when exposed to specific frequencies of electromagnetic radiation. The teams used this phenomenon to conduct experiments not possible elsewhere, and discover how to better manipulate this planet's ecosystem and advance ourselves. As a result, we've gained some experience towards harmony. Oh yes, cocoon flies. Any evolutionary conundrum, these swarming flies live nearly their entire lives inside an enclosed porous nest. The nest itself is mobile and flies and travels collectively in search for food and a stable location to begin a new colony. Once found, the nest lands temporarily, the flies lay their eggs and they resume their collective journey.
If you can, touch a siege worm as it moves by. That will teach you all you need to know about the insignificance of humanity.
That will get you killed, you lunatic. No, don't do that. Never do that. Let's first sink off them. No, we need to move a little bit closer. There you go. Sink off their pathetic little boats. Let's move on to the next skeleton. Hopefully they offer as much useful stuff as the last. Ha! And we steal energy from the hut spawn. And our new weapon is done. Ah, look at that. Proper hover tanks. Excellent for pre-launch amphibious invasions. Sink him. They still live. I am somewhat impressed. They are nothing against our tenants.
智慧和财富是最好的分享物。
Same old, very well. Let's wait how long it is till the fat man makes trouble again. We should start thinking about exerting some tighter control on his warlike behavior. Continue work on the biowell. Guiding missiles. The unique atmosphere of this planet is presenting a problem with targeting calibrations. Yes, that's what I meant. Of our old rocket's technology. Due to the unconventional variation in the atmosphere, standard telemetry is not capable of providing accurate data for both suborbital strikes and orbital strikes. Our new rocket batteries allows us to not only correct these issues, but also to excel in one of these areas. But for now, we are dealing with planetary threats, and thankfully the enemy has not seen us from space yet, so the possibility of satellite infringement does not supersede the certainty of our terrestrial neighbors. Our rocket batteries will be calibrated towards suborbital strikes. More tests have improved our technology once more, and brought us closer to total supremacy.
Of course, consensus is uninspiring and trite. However, inspiring original ideas are often tragically wrong-headed.
No, inspiring original ideas is often a very excellent idea towards new and glorious weapons and technology.
How beautiful it is to speak to the machine in its own language and have it speak back in ours.
Yes, that is good. We've made quite a connection with machinery and technology. Our swarm computing is growing stronger.
Biology is entropy. Why choose chaos when the path to eternity lies at your feet?
That's well said, actually. Regardless, this offers many more new technologies, such as our tanks. Ah, very impressive. The Prophet tank. A prophet of a glorious strike against the foul Zakul invaders. It will come to pass. I know it. Our cruisers become arbiters, in line of the Tenant's design. It's a long-range laser fire instead of the old projectile systems and basic turbo blasters. Our artillery becomes much more massive with these new Phyrexite computing and Phyrexite crystal powered lasers. Nothing will stop the educator from doing its duty and teaching them that resistance is futile. The Tide Hunters become the Silent Whisper, our silent strike force, like damning teeth from the deep. Now look at our new fleet. There is nothing quite like it. Let's test out the new guns. Fire on these pathetic little cutter boats. They never knew what hit them.
Lord Diar, log entry number 9. I have always seen more beauty in machines than in so-called art. As many people of the colonies marvel at the sights and the grace of our underwater temples in Tulin Bay, or the sky stone sculptures in Camthon, I marvel more at our new weapons and armor. Machines are always made to excel at whatever function they perform, and most every part contributes to that function. While purely built out of function, I always see a personality in every device, both whispering and screaming out at the same time. My hope is then to build an empire more to the image of the machine. A whole with many different parts, all working towards a united goal, without conflict over self-interest or ego. Every part, no matter how small or large, vital to the whole. That would be an empire neither this Zakul or the Republic could ever defeat. End of log entry.